gotta move along. Gotta feel it, feel it, feel it. Do you gotta feel it, feel it, feel it? Do you gotta feel it? On the roadway, gotta move along. Baby, gotta move along. I said, baby,
everybody, and we just found out we have a birthday in the house. Yay! Happy birthday to you. Woo! Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Virginia. Happy birthday to you. Yay!
You go, girl.
Yay!
Wishing you a great year.
Isn't that a great way to start the day? Yeah. Welcome to Jubilee Circle. I am Julie Buckley. I am the board president, and today I'm your host with the most, I guess. So, yay.
Hostess with the mostest.
The hostess with the mostest.
Julie.
Jubilee Circle, we are an interfaith spiritual community here in Columbia, South Carolina. We desire to offer inspiration, affirmation, healing, and service through music, messages, and creative arts to inspire one to live abundantly, love wastefully, and to awaken to our higher divine self. So we're so glad that you're here with us in the room as well as out there in TV land. And we will just enjoy today talking about embracing change. But to start us off, the band is ready.
Two of us riding nowhere, spending someone's hard-earned pay. You and me Sunday driving, not arriving on our way back home. We're on our way home. We're on our way home. We're going home. Two of us sending postcards, writing letters on my wall. You and me burning matches, lifting latches on our way back home. We're on our way home. We're on our way home. We're going home. You and I had memories longer than the road that stretches out ahead. Two of us wearing raincoats, standing so low in the sun. You and me chasing paper, getting nowhere on our way back home. We're on our way home. We're on our way home. We're going home.
You and I have memories longer than the road that stretches out ahead.
You and me wearing raincoats, standing so low in the sun. You and me chasing paper, getting nowhere on our way back home. We're on our way home. We're on our way home. We're going home. We're going home.
Yeah, we're heading home. I can't wait
And we've never really left the house.
I know, yeah.
Home is where the heart is anyway.
You think we should tell Jubilee we're going home? Goodbye. Or good morning.
Good morning.
Come on. There we go. There we go. Thanks, Van. At Jubilee Circle, we start each session with the call of the directions. And today, our calls come from an American Indian. And this was one that he had written. We acknowledge that we don't have lips, so I'll light them while we talk. We acknowledge the elements. Come on. The fire. Come on, fire. The fire, the earth, the water, and the air. We burn sage for cleansing. If it burns. We just move things a little slower today. We'll get our feel for all of this, won't we? We will. It'll come. There we go. There we go. I made fire. Can you imagine that first person that made fire? That look probably on his face was, what did I do? What did I do? What do I do? So if you'll stand as you're able, we're going to call the 4 directions. And we do have the directions posted on the wall to help guide you. So the first is the east. Great Spirit who comes out of the east, come up with us to the power of the east. We are thankful for the light of the rising sun. Let there be light on the path that we walk. Let us remember always to be thankful that you give the gift of a new day. Turn and face the south. Spirit of creation, we turn to the south. We are thankful for sending warm and soothing winds from the south to comfort us and caress us when we are tired and cold. Unfold us your gentle breezes, unfold the leaves on the trees, as you give to all the earth your warm, moving wind. Give to us warmth and remember to be grateful so that we may grow close to you. Quarter turn again and face the west. Great life-giving Spirit, we face the west, the direction of sundown. Let us remember every day that the moment will come when our sun will go down. Never let us forget that we must fade into you. Give us beautiful color. Give us a great sky for setting, so that when it's time to meet you, we come with glory. Quarter turn and face the north. Great Spirit of love, come to us with the power of the north. Make us courageous with the cold winds of life fall upon us. Give us strength and endurance for everything that's harsh, everything that hurts, everything that makes us squint. Let us move through life ready to take what comes from the north. And then turn back to the center. Great Spirit of the sky, lift us up to you, that our hearts may worship you and come to you in glory. Hold in our memory that you are the Creator, greater than we, eager for our good life. Let everything that's in this world lift our minds and our hearts and our lives to you, so that we may come to you always in truth, and in heart. Thank you. Okay, band, take it away.
Okay. Our opening song is Leslie.
Sugar Mountain.
No, this is one of mine. This is one called Behind the Wheel.
Behind
And
the wheel.
and it's about spontaneity and
Head to
change.
Sugar Mountain when you're behind that wheel.
And this is a time to meet and greet everybody.
Get up, if you can. Say hello. And dance, maybe.
1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. Today I got so restless, I went driving towards the sea. I didn't plan my trip, I didn't pack a thing to be. I wasn't seeking solace, really didn't know what I might find. When you need a change of scenery, you've got to leave it all behind, leave it all behind the wheel. I feel nothing in my head but driving, 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 seek those rays. I'll make this up as I go along, I'm fine. I cast my cares in the wings, the first seagull that I see. Another incarnation before they return to me. Where all illusions are really people try to count us all in the infinite scheme of all plans, and we're infinitely small. Leave it all behind the wheel. I feel nothing in my head but driving, driving, driving. See those rays. I'll make this up as I go along. I'm fine. I'm
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. I don't think I'm on. Am I on? I'm on. I'm on. I'm on. I'm on.
That was a surprise.
There's Bob.
Hey, Bob!
Let me do one little thing, and then Bob will come up. Yeah, Bob's going to come up.
The comedian of Jubilee.
Yes.
We're in trouble for
Dad joke central. I said dad joke. but-
You know, everybody, all things in life, including you, are in constant change, imperfect state of flux. So strive not for perfection, but for excellence instead. If everything in nature is always changing, then nothing can be absolutely complete. And since perfection is a state of completeness, then nothing can ever be perfect. The Japanese philosophy of wabi-sabi teaches that all things, including us and life itself, are incomplete and imperfect. Open a thesaurus and look up the anonym for perfect, and you'll find flawed, corrupt, inferior, second rate, broken, wrong. All this negativity No wonder we seek perfection. We procrastinate using God's given skills and talents for fear we aren't perfect. We are nervous we won't measure up, that we aren't good enough. Got bad news. As long as we're here in these meat suits, perfection does not exist. The good news, the real you inside that meat suit, that was created perfect. The second teaching of wabi-sabi philosophy is strive not for perfection, but for excellence. Simply do the best that you can do in any situation. Then everybody will say, oh yeah. Bob, come do our readings for today.
Any mic. One.
Give the boy a mic.
Give him a mic.
Wabi sabi, I thought that was that green stuff you get with your sushi. Okay, from Order Up, yes. Lesson 332 in the Course of Miracles. Fear binds the world. Truth undoes its evil dreams by shining them away. Matthew 6:34. Jesus said, "Don't worry about tomorrow, for tomorrow will care for itself." Rumi, the Persian poet, said, "Yesterday I was clever, so I wanted to change the world. Today I am wise, so I am changing myself."
These are wise and holy words.
And hilarious at the same time.
Yeah.
Thanks be to the holy. All creation is holy words. All creation speaks volumes of the holy. Hallelujah. Okay, band, are y'all going to sit up here or you want to go get comfy?
No, we're going to play a song.
Oh, you're going to play another song? I thought that was at the end. Okay, go ahead. We have another song.
have
That's
more.
great.
We have the VIA. This is the VIA song.
Okay, this is the VIA song. Great.
This song will be played every Sunday.
Just about
And
every
this one will
Sunday.
be played
Sounds
like
every
the other song.
Sunday. We'll
I don't
figure
think we
this
ought to
out.
do this one every
Amen.
time. Two of us.
Or,
sounds
oh yeah, they say Jubilee.
Yeah.
Or to live on Sugar Mountain with the Parkers and the colored balloons. You can't be 20 on Sugar Mountain, though you're thinking that you're leaving there too soon. You're leaving there too soon. It's so noisy at the fair, but all your friends are there. And the candy floss you had, and your mother and your dad. Oh, to live on Sugar Mountain with the Parkers and the colored balloons. You can't be 20 on Sugar Mountain, though you're thinking that you're leaving there too soon. You're leaving there too soon. There's a girl just down the aisle, want to turn and see her smile. You can feel the words she wrote as you read the hidden note. Oh, to live on Sugar Mountain with the Barkers and the colored balloons. You can't be 20 on Sugar Mountain, though you're thinking that you're leaving there too soon. that too soon. Now you say you're leaving home 'cause you want to be alone. Ain't it funny how it feels when you're finding out it's real? Oh, to live on Sugar Mountain, where the bark and the color blooms. You can't be 20 on Sugar Mountain, though you're thinking that you're leaving there too soon. You're leaving there too soon. You're leaving there too soon.
Oh, yeah. Woohoo. Okay, now. Now we're being kicked off the stage.
Embracing change. You know, life loves throwing curveballs. As much as we want things to remain the same within our sphere of control, things rarely obey our wishes. And as a result, we end up feeling anxious, frustrated, or pay attention to the company communication, not the gossip at the water cooler. Trouble in a relationship? Time to have a sit down, a face-to-face, not with some other friend, but with the person that you're having a situation with. Change in leadership? Ask the new leadership about the path that will be taken, not chatting just with others in the group. Your change focus that you're thinking about. What's a credible source that you could go to find more information? You need to embrace the change and stop venting. Oh, I'm not complaining. I'm just airing it all out. Does that sound familiar? And oh, it can feel so good to be in, doesn't it? I mean, it just feels so wonderful. And at first glance, you may think venting's a good idea. I'm just talking it out. Venting makes you feel better, right? Wrong. Wrong. It can make you feel worse. Venting is about expressing negative emotions, not solving problems. The problem still persists after you vent, causing you even more grievance. Uh-oh. Okay. I won't vent. I won't vent. We'll switch mics. No. No.
Turn it on.
Is it not on?
Four.
Yeah. No. Is that one working? We'll just,
See about it now.
we'll get there. This one works. This one works. Hey, minor technical difficulty. So, all right, venting. Venting, like I said, doesn't solve anything, and it can even cause more problems down the road. Venting is like regurgitating a bad lunch. Yuck. And you keep chewing on all those negative feelings. And the thought of letting them go, you just cling to them. Venting can amplify even the tiniest problems. You start mulling it over, and you start talking about it. And it gets more and more ingrained in you to where suddenly that little problem turns into a giant, big problem. And then you have to deal with this. Research agrees that venting is bad for us. A study published in the European Journal of Work and Organization shows that venting about negative events makes us retain those memories longer, and it increases the emotional impact. As a result, we feel worse. Try instead to look for solutions and the silver lining to the situation. Okay, back to your focus. Time to start venting and start looking for a solution. Resolve to start looking for that solution. There's a saying that says, "Where are my eyes? They're not on the side of my head. They're not in the back of my head. They're in the front to keep you facing forward." And that's to remind us to keep looking ahead. It's common to compare then and now when changes occur. I wish I could go back to the way things were. But we've always done it like this. If it's not broken, then don't fix it. But time doesn't flow backwards. We need to remember where our eyes are facing and look forward to the future. Paul in Philippians said, forgetting the past and looking forward to what lies ahead, I press to reach the end of the race and receive the heavenly prize. Back to your focus. Time to start looking forward, past whatever it is that you need to change. Envision what it's going to look like on the other side of that change. Say you're starting a new job. You know, that's a big thing. You'd be expected for the first few months that you'll probably feel overwhelmed and disoriented. You may not even remember the way to the restroom or the break room. And that can leave you feeling a little bit anxious. You know that for those first few months, you might not perform to your very best. So why should you be shocked when some of these emotions start coming up? Thank them for coming and send them on their way. You've got this. You know that there's an adjustment time, and you know that you will do your best as soon as these changes finish. On the flip side, if you go in expecting everything to be smooth sailing and that first bump in the road happens, it could really knock the wind out your sail. So with your knowledge, expect realistic goals. As your board president, that's what I've been doing as trying to help guide through this transition. I've been talking to people with similar experiences to Jubilee Circle, finding what's worked, what didn't work, how long did it take you to get it to work. The Bliss Spiritual Center in Mount Pleasant has been wonderful to give me some insight. Trish Volt is the founder, and they've been doing this for 13 years, and it's very similar to what we envision here at Jubilee. So she has become an open book that I can ask any question whatsoever, and she will help walk me through it. So that's what you need to do, is go to someone and acquire the knowledge. Back to your focus. What's a realistic goal that you could set in achieving whatever it is? Just take small steps and focus on the progress. Change can be overwhelming. If you set a goal too giant, you'll create even more frustration. So take little steps and focus on the progress for that goal. You'll still know where you want to go, but break it down. I've always said you can eat a whole sandwich one bite at a time. And that's the way we need to look at changes in our life, one bite at a time. Over the summer, I lost 35 pounds. Woohoo! I didn't reach that goal overnight. It did not happen overnight. It doesn't just fall off like that. It would have been absurd for me to think that I would go to bed one night and then the next morning wake up, with my goal. So I broke it down to small steps. I did 5 pounds and I would celebrate. Another 5 and celebrate. Maybe for you, it was just a lot to get up today and take a breath. A lot of folks struggle. But then maybe tomorrow your goal is to get up, take that breath, and make your bed. Maybe the next day you'll go, let me walk out to the mailbox and back. Break it down into small steps and accomplish your goal. Tao said, the journey of 1,000 times begins with one step. One step. Back to your focus. How can you break down that move towards a change into smaller steps? celebrate each and every small step. And you know what? Soon you'll be at your goal. Anticipate and accept that there are going to be setbacks. It's going to happen. Sometimes the setbacks are very disappointing and irritating. And you're going to feel like saying, this sucks. But that doesn't help. That's back to those negative emotions. If we plan that there may be a setback, we can face what then is coming, and we can change our plans. We can adjust. This will help us feel more in control, and being in control creates a happy results. Back to my weight loss. The morning I stepped on the scales and I was back up 1 or 2 pounds, I didn't throw in the towel. No, I didn't go out and eat a great big bowl of ice cream. I didn't say, I'll never lose this weight. That would have been negative. I knew from the start that this would happen. It's called our bodies. It happens. I accepted it. I acquired knowledge by looking at what I had done the day before that could have possibly changed that upward scale. And then I made a plan to go forward. Back to your focus. What are some possible setbacks that may happen during your change? If nothing changes, we'll never move forward. Change gives us hope that things can be different and our lives will not always be the same. Change helps us to take the good times for granted and enjoy every second of those good times. As far as the bad times, we know that no matter how hard it is, we know it's not going to last forever. Without change, our lives would be boring and bland. There wouldn't be fun today and no excitement tomorrow. Change helps us experience new things. Change gives us opportunity to face new situations that help us to develop confidence and become resilient. Change makes us flexible and teaches us to adapt to new situations. Embrace change with a positive attitude. Acquire knowledge so you can set the most realistic expectations and goals and breaking that goal into smaller steps. At Jubilee Circle, we're definitely in a time of change. In February, when I was asked to be the board president, I had no clue what I'd be taking on so much. But I've heard the Spirit say over and over, you are here for such a time as this. My background is very diverse, including finances and a sole proprietor of owning my own company, and even being administrative assistant for a small ministry and a huge ministry. So I am qualified to help lead during this change. I have embraced the change, and we're moving forward. Not because I grabbed the reins in some attempt to power, but because this is the position I've been placed in for such a time as this. I've embraced the change with a positive attitude. I'm acquiring knowledge so we can set the most realistic goals, and we're breaking those goals down into smaller steps. I have a great board that's working with me. Lee and Tamara have been awesome walking along. Keith has stepped up and is helping with the music, and Camille is still helping to keep this place nice and clean. So we do have a team that's ready to move forward. Next week, we have the congressional meeting here, and I just really encourage everyone to come back for for the congressional meeting, because we're going to explore what lies ahead for Jubilee Circle and the living room. We're going to have a meal right after, so please come and be in attendance. We need your input to see how to make this transition. I hope you'll join on this new journey and that you'll ask the Spirit, why am I here in this change for such a time as this? What can I do to help with the change? And then everybody will say, oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. I have to take it with me. Embracing change. Embracing change means letting go. If I have a rock in this hand, I can't change it to this one without letting go. You have to let go to be able to change. You have to be flexible. So thinking back again, I won't make you keep thinking about it. Just one more time. Think about the change you want in your life. What do you need to let go of so you can make the change? I have an affirmation statement that I would like for you to think about this coming week. Maybe start each morning with this affirmation. And it says, I accept change as a positive force in my life. So each day, try and remember that. I accept change as a positive force in my life. There's many opportunities for change. One of them is in your giving. And we would love for you to be a part of this community and help this community to continue to grow. There's ways to contribute. We have a basket. Jesse, you want to come do your part and pass the basket? You can give here in person or you can give online. So there's different ways you can contribute. Maybe funds are a little bit shy right now. You know, there's other ways to give. You can give of your time or your talent. So if you have something that you would like to help with, just let us know. That's all part of giving. It's not just the money. Pass it around for us, Jess. And then the band will come back up. We do have a few announcements that we'll make today. We have a Halloween party coming up. Yay! It'll be February the 27th, which is a Friday night. It's going to be a costume party. I mean, it's not February. Oh, get the right month. October. I was thinking how scary Valentine's Day can be for some of us. That's what it was. Thank you for the correction. Yes. She's going to be Zorro. So come check out Zorro at the Halloween party. Bring a snack to enjoy. We're going to start the party 7:30. We'll end when everybody says it's time to go home. This is a non-alcoholic event, so come and enjoy and be a part of it. We around here, we don't need the alcohol. We're crazy enough, right, Bob? Yeah, yeah. Then, the first Friday in November, I believe that's November 3rd, Ashley Devine's going to be here doing a concert. There are tickets online, or you can pay at the door. And then November the 10th, which is another Friday night, Chris Compton's going to come and perform. So we're excited to welcome him back to the living room. Yay! And again, tickets online or at the door. We have guest speakers that are coming. We have all kinds of things planned. So please stay tuned so that you can enjoy all the activities here at Jubilee. And as Meister Eckhart said, if the only prayer that you ever say is thank you, that will be enough. So we all say thank you and oh yeah. Take it away, band.